Okay, so to prep the eye, we're gonna go in with the P. Louise base, and this is the shade Rumor. So the reason why I place tape on my eyes is because it's like a stopper for me. So when I place my tape, I usually place it at the end of my outer corner, and then it just meets up just under the tail of my brow. So we're gonna build up our, oh my God. I was trying to open up the palette. So we're gonna build up our crease. We're gonna go in with a softer brown first. And then we're just gonna go in with a real soft, fluffy brush. What I like to do is I like to start in the deep part of my crease and work my way up. And I just find by doing circular motions, it just really buffs it right out, softens it up. So when you're holding your brush, I find that if you hold your brush at the end, you just have a bit more movement in your hand. And I just find the results are a lot softer. I find if you hold your brush too high up and too close like this, you don't really have enough movement, and it's kind of a bit more of a stiffer flow, and you won't have the right blend with it that way. So I like to really just bring I almost like to cup it, like I just kind of have security in there like that. And I like to just go to the top of my brow bone just a little bit, not too much, so I can kind of plan out where I want my shadow to kind of cut off around the bone here. So I know to stop it right in around here. And I'm just going to take out all that excess shadow and just really work it in, fluff it out. We're just building with this shade here, so next we're going to go in with Chip. I'm just using the same brush, and basically we're just going to go over that lighter shade with a bit of a darker shade now, and starting the same way we did before, right in the deep part of our crease and working our way out. This is going to give us the build up here. Now sometimes if I find the shadow is a little bit too heavy around my bone there, I'll just go in with a clean brush and just blend it out some more, but we will do that as we go. I like to keep as much depth as I can in the crease and just extend that out, keeping it tighter in the inner corner because we want to go with the shape of the eye here. So we want to keep it pretty tight, as close as we can in around here, and then really extend it out that way. And then we're just going to go in with one more deeper shade called Central Park. And with the same brush, we're just going to go in now. So we're going to start this off a little bit differently now. So normally we start in the crease, but I want to take this at the outer corner of my eye, just kind of packing it on there. So just packing that up, and then I'm going to go in and blend it out. Sometimes I'll take it and throw it a bit more further down the mid of my lid because we want to keep that blend going in there. So I'm just going to take a bit more of that color again, and I'm going to kind of start packing on towards more of the mid because I want a bit more depth. These are going to be, this is a deeper set eye, right? So, but we're not taking that heaviness right into the inner corner here. We don't really want to do that. We want to keep this kind of lighter in here because the darker we go, the more closed our eyes are going to look. So we're just going to kind of give ourselves a stop point, which is going to be around the middle here. With the first shade that we used here, which I think is called Buns. Taking a clean brush, this one's a little bit more flatter. And we're just gonna pack on a bit of that shade. So basically where we had that brown, the heavier brown cut off around the middle, we want to take this color and just blend it right out. So we don't have like a harsh line, like any disconnection in there. See? It's nice and soft. There you go. So now you can't really see where that gets cut off. The transition is quite smooth. So we're gonna go in with the shade Meeks. So this has got like a really nice, beautiful gold undertone. And with that same brush, we're going to pick up that color and we're gonna place that on our inner corner. And just pat it on. Bring it towards the mid as well. Just kind of work that in to the crease, but don't go too high in the crease with it. Now if you want to give it a little bit more vibrancy, you totally can. If you feel like you just want it a little bit more brighter in there, you can go in with the shade Queen, and I'm going to go in with a smaller brush here, and I'm just going to slightly pack that on. Now I just want to stay around inner corner and just slightly bring it up into the crease. And that just kind of brightens things up a little bit more. So my eyes are pretty hooded. I have very hooded eyes, so I do have to take it up a little bit more higher than normal because they just fold over and then everything smudges and it's just a mess. So I feel like adding a little bit of that lighter color really made it pop. I'm gonna go back in with that first light brown shade that we used, and I'm just gonna kind of dab on towards the mid here, just to give it a little bit of blend. I'm gonna go in with the shade Soda Pop. So this is a lot deeper. And I'm gonna just take a really small brush like this and take a bit of that shade there, and I'm gonna go on my eyelash line, and I'm just gonna kind of start swiping back and forth. So with the outer corner, it's okay to take that smoked look up a little bit higher. I just want a little bit more up towards my brow bone. I'm gonna go in with the shade Pooter. I'm just gonna slightly smoke out the top just a little bit more. We want to highlight underneath our brow bone, so I'm going to go in and I'm going to use the shade Beam.
hope you guys truly enjoyed this look. Please don't forget to subscribe. Ciao, darlings.